Hello, everybody. It's your host, I mean, 05-7. Today, we are going to be looking at object class Euclid SCP-054. Out of the water, the subject most often appears as female humanoid, and the mean volume of 90 liters comprised entirely of water. Other forms are possible, commonly geometric shapes. When it enters a body of water, in order to maintain its volume due to evaporation, initially found in it was moved to Site '08 for further study. Subject was initially curious about Foundation personnel and seemed to enjoy interacting with maintenance staff and researchers, and mimicking their forms. After a number of weeks, the creature apparently felt comfortable enough to remain out of water during routine monitoring, though it retreated when attempts were made to study its composition. SCP-054 is apparently composed of normal water. No detectable differences compared to ordinary spring water from the same source. No thermal, electromagnetic, biological, or other phenomenon has ever been detected in its body. That would suggest how it animates. Water lost by SCP-054 to evaporation exhibits no special properties when condensed. SC- Experiments with SCP-054 were halted following being expunged. Two researchers injured. After this incident, containment protocols were updated. Subject thereafter exhibited signs of mistreatment and aggression around male personnel, which made up the majority of the original research staff. Subject reclassified as a Euclid. Partial transcripts. Audio Journal 054A. Uh, Water loss experiments. Subject becomes withdrawn and inactive when denied access to water. Its compact shape is theorized to reduce surface area exposed to evaporation. For the first few days, it moved eagerly to greet anyone entering its enclosure and behaved excitedly, possibly indicates that an understanding by the subject that we control its access to water supplies. Subject ceased this behavior yesterday, presumably in recognition that no help was forthcoming. Temperature extremes testing. We got authorization to attempt sub-zero testing this morning. The subject became lethargic as the temperature fell and froze completely after spectroscopy of the ice crystal revealed no abnormalities. Ice chips were collected for study. This is in stark contrast to its behavior in the 95-degree tests, when it became aggressive and attempted to escape its enclosure. We've submitted a work order to combine the climate control equipment with the subject's standard enclosure, as it has began to resist efforts to transport to its experimental chambers with increasingly desperate behavior. Memory and conditioning evaluation. Subject has proven unexpectedly adept of navigating a complex mazes and solving puzzles. Dr. Sethskill has finally overcome the problem of motivating the subject by the application of electrical shocks or silica desiccants. He joked that we should have trained it to fetch in no time. And after observing his methods, I think he might be right. Note, subject to be allowed a 48-hour recuperation period, it seems to be lagging in its process at the end of the week's experiments. Acid slash face incorporation experiment. I am starting with a 0.5 NHCI solution. I have no idea what will happen, but this thing incorporates homeostatic mechanisms like I suspect, but we should get some insight into how it maintains its form. Temperature in its enclosure has been lowered to 278K to help control 54's increasingly erratic behavior. And then 054-B. After 5 years, no incident, subject rating has been downgraded to safe on recommendation of Dr. Experiments will resume under the auspices of Biology Unit E7. Caution should be exercised when interacting with subjects. Okay, everybody, I hope you had a fun time learning about the lovely water nymph. Goodbye.